everyone. My name is Lau Sule. I am coming to 57 years old soon. Okay. I'm coming to 57 years old soon, and I've come to this center since October, so roughly about 1 month plus already. Yeah, and supposed to give my testimony last week, but couldn't make it, so happened to be delayed a little bit. Okay. Yeah. So I was recommended to come to this place by a friend of mine who kept asking me to come here before the COVID started. So I was a bit skeptical about using this machine, although I tried once in her home. She had already bought one. Yeah. Then I keep giving excuses, and then somehow or other I've forgotten about it, she forgotten about it, and then coronavirus hit for 2 years already. Only recently that I decided to come back is because I suffer from hemifacial spasm. You can see one side of my eyes is slightly smaller. If I press my lips together, you probably see it more clearly lah. I show you. And see? Yeah. Okay. So I suffer from this hemifacial spasm for coming to 12 years already. I have seen eye doctor. I have seen go for acupuncture. I've seen neurologist. The hemifacial spasm is actually the teaching of the eye. It teaches, and it's actually very, very irritating. And somehow or other, it does affect my mood also a lot. Sometimes it's quite stressful. And then only towards probably 4 or 5 years ago, then the spasm happened now is the side of the cheek here. So it will kind of pull. So my mouth will kind of like pull to the side. Pull for a while and then it release, and pull for a while and then release. So long term, I mean, only about 7 years ago, since I have this health issue 12 years ago. 7 years ago, I started to see a neurologist who recommended me that I use Botox. So the Botox will actually help to relieve the muscle, let it relax, So I had the jab. I have to have the jab every quarterly, 3 months once, 3 months once, because the Botox wouldn't last long. It lasts around 3 months. Each time I go for my jab, it costs me 400 ringgit. At one time, the eye doctor that I went to see, also somewhere in Taman Mega here, suggested that I go for Botox, but he charges 1,000 plus. Wow, that is quite hefty, and that time was maybe about 11 years ago, which I decided not to, and I have tried acupuncture, tried this, tried that, tried so many things, and in the end, when this doctor tell me Botox can help you, but it's just a temporary relief, it doesn't cure you. And because of my teaching isn't that serious, that's why he do not recommend that I go for surgery. But throughout the years, although I do get used to the teaching sometimes, but sometimes it's really, really, very irritating. So it's not painful at all. It's just that it twitch you. It kind of like distort your vision. You don't have a peace of mind because it's teaching. So I decided to come here to try, give it a try. It's 50% now. If I try, it works, and great. I will be able to cure my problem. So since I come for about 1 month plus already, I find that although the teaching, I can't really see the result yet because I had the Botox just end of September. So the Botox I know is still within my system now. So the only thing that I didn't go for the jab is my cheek. I don't want to have too many injections and then my whole side face gets stiff, you see. Yeah. So actually you can see my eyebrow, this eyebrow is higher than this. The right one is because it's stiff already. It's because like people go for beauty, Botox jab, they don't have the crow feet lines and all that. So it works kind of that way lah, you know. But this one is natural lah, so it kind of like it will droop. So you can see the difference, one high, one low. So I don't want to, you know, have the injection on my cheek. I don't want to have stiffness, yeah. So, but I've been using this machine for about 1 month plus. I can find slight difference. The twitching is lesser, and the duration of the twitching is also lesser. You know, normally when it pull for maybe 1 minute and then it releases. But this time it pulls like maybe a few seconds, then it releases. And the pulling is usually when I want to sleep. I feel it more. Yeah, maybe because during the day I talk, I do a lot of things, you know, I don't really notice it lah, you know. But I do feel that after using this machine for about the period of time that I'm here, it lessens. It lessens. So I hope that with me prolong using this, hopefully, you know, come a time that my problem will be solved. Yeah. I also have high blood pressure since about 5 years ago because of work problem. Yeah, my previous company had a lot of financial issue and I'm handling that department, so you know, a lot of stress, a lot of pressure, you know, people chasing for money with trade, you know, supplier and all that. So I think my PPG started there. Although it's not really super high, but for me, 140 is considered high already. You know, I've been trying very, very hard to wean off the medication, and I hope that with this machine can also help quicken the process up. You know, I'm trying to eat more healthy. I exercise daily, but I think it will take some time to actually.
Recently, do you take any of your BP pressure?
Sorry?
Do you?
Yeah, I did. It's 122.
So that is
It's 122 because I mean, although I'm still on medication, I usually go to the doctor and measure in the morning before I take my medication. So I'm maintaining it that way, but the doctor will not let me decrease my medication until I hit below 120. So I hope I'll be able to do that. You know. Okay. I also suffer from indigestion for a couple of years already, where I actually cannot take milk. I am lactose intolerant. I cannot take milk. If I take anything with milk, my tummy will be very bloated, very, very bloated. Okay. And then I find it very difficult to burp or to pass urine. So, you know, it's very, you know, and
so how do you feel now?
I feel that after using this, after the detox period and all that, it helps me to relieve the gas, you know, burp quite a lot, you know, and now I feel that my indigestion is so much better. You know, although I still refrain myself from taking milk yet, but not just because of milk that causes my indigestion. I think certain food also, you know, especially.
Do you still feel the bloating?
I don't feel the bloating
anymore. Now what's the next problem?
And I have migraine. You know, I have migraine for the past 27 years after I gave birth to my son. And my migraine comes once a month.
Every month?
Every month, once a month. And sometimes it's very severe. In the last 2 days, I can throw up, I can vomit. Okay, it's very severe. And I'm the type of person that I try not to take too much of medication. So when I have migraine, I will usually put minyak angin on it. Minyak angin, and then I sleep without. You know, I try not to take like Panadol and things like that. But sometimes when it's too severe, no choice. I just need to take to relieve the pain. Especially when you jaga small kid that time. Yeah, you know, it's been dragged on like this lah. Every month, a month, you know. At first I thought maybe it's hormonal changes, you know, like you have period and then you get all these things. But it lasted 27 years, you know. Yeah, it's terrible.
So
and then later on, you know, the the migraine comes like 2 months once, 2 months once, you know. And then I've used this, you let me try the 3 days special treatment for my migraine. During that healing crisis, yes, I do have migraine, but I do have migraine like a few times now. But the migraine period lessened and the pain also lessened.
Keep on reducing.
Yeah, it keep on reducing. So far, for I think 2 weeks already or 2 or 3 weeks already, I don't experience the migraine.
Okay, good.
I have a little bit of those very coarse vein on my here, up here. It's purple in color and it's quite big, you know, about this size, and then surrounding it are those small purple veins. And at first I didn't realize that, you know, this is one of the healing issues that will also help to lighten it. And until one day I just, because I think you show one of the testimony about somebody having that, and I go back and check, and I was like, hey, like lighter a bit already, you know. And I do not know if you all experience this. When I wake up every morning, I will feel my finger numb. My hand, my fingers all numb. Until I wake up for maybe a couple of minutes, then it's slowly gone up. You know, but every morning without fail, I don't know why. The time I don't know why. Maybe I thought it's just, you know, blood circulation or whatever. And since using this machine, I think like 2 or 3 days into using the machine, the next day is like, the next few days is like, how come like no more numbness, you know?
No more.
No more.
Until
now also no more. So I think this machine helps with the blood circulation.
Yes,
another thing is, I think my ear, especially my left ear, have that crackling sound. It is not popping sound or humming sound. It's like that kind of sound, you know, every morning. Every morning. And then about also 3-4 days into using this, I noticed that when I wake up, don't have really. Normally this crackling sound will last about maybe 1-2 minutes. The moment I wake up, I go to the toilet, I sit down in the toilet, I can still hear the crackling sound. And then after that, no more already. Every day, every morning, very particular, very peculiar.
After 3 or 4 days management, then no more this kind of practice.
No more.
Until now, you have.
Don't have. I went to see ENT. I went to see the ENT, check everything, and the doctor couldn't find out anything. At first he thought maybe I might have like a tumor or whatever in my nose that, you know, affected my ear or that. So he checked everything, the nose, nothing, everything was clear. So he couldn't figure out why I have this crackling sound. Because the sound is not popping sound or humming sound. I think if it's popping or humming, then I think he would know the reason. I suppose so.
Okay.
Yeah. And also, during using this machine, suddenly I have this joint pain here. Yeah, it became very swollen, and I couldn't, very limited movement, and I experienced the pain 5 days total. Then I think back, I do have this before, but it doesn't occur every time. I do have this before, but it won't be swollen, like it's just pain on me. And the pain maybe just 1 day or 2 days, then it will disappear. And then it come back. So I haven't seen a doctor on this, but I suspect it could be arthritis. I suspect lah. I mean, I'm being my own doctor lah. But after I came here, I think about a week or so, something like that, it's a healing crisis that comes back. It lasted 5 days, and it was swollen. It lasted 5 days, you know. And I tell myself, never mind lah, I tahan lah, you know, try to continue doing this, tahan. And then up to now, it seems okay lah.
No more answer.
Yeah. So I think that's all lah until I continue further. further trying, maybe I might have some issues that I do not know I had before, right? Yeah. So in my opinion, that always try to give it a go at anything new.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I have done it 2 years ago, I would have, a longer. I mean, probably my communication spasm would have.
Yeah. You won't suffer for that long.
Yeah. But I think it's not too late also for me to come here now to use this machine, because I seriously think that this machine really helps. Personally, helps me a lot already, and I'm sure it did help a lot of you as well. So, so I think I'm very grateful for my friend who recommended me this, although she didn't push me into coming here. But it's I myself who suddenly thought of it, and I was like asking her, hey, is the company that you go to still open? Because during MCO a lot of company shut down for time. And she said, yeah, they are still there. You want to go? You want to go? I come, I take you go. And I tell myself, okay, this time I must not give any more excuses. I'm glad I come here, and I'm glad she did recommend me. And also thank you for your services and all that. It's so helpful.